Hi, I'm Tobias Turley.
And I'm Henry Calvert.
And welcome to Season 2 of The Scene Stealers.
For all things movies,
Theatre,
TV,
be it reviews,
news,
and interviews.
we've got you covered.
So, come with us, Season 2 of The Scene Stealers.
For your weekly dose of pop culture goodness. Hello and welcome back to Scene Stealers with me, Henry Calvert.
And me, Tobias Turley. This week we are doing a musical catch-up. Because it's been a while since we've done a musical episode.
We haven't talked about stagey stuff in a while.
No, and the last 2 weeks have been full of musical news.
Because you're now also... I was about to be quite mean. Because now you stopped White Rose.
I've stopped White Rose.
Now you can see stuff again, and you've been seeing quite a lot. And I've been seeing a lot since I moved as well, so we're both living it up.
Yeah, I think I've seen about 5 or 6 new things recently, which I'm really excited to talk about.
Yeah, well, why don't we could just get started straight into it. I'll start off by saying that I saw Here We Are.
The new Sondheim show.
The new Sondheim show and the last musical Sondheim wrote before he passed away. And I can say that it wasn't amazing.
Oh.
It wasn't very...
Henry's told me nothing about this as well, so I'm very excited to hear your thoughts. But so what is the premise?
I honestly wish I could... Okay, so... From what I can gather, the premise follows these group of elite, these friends that are like very upper class. The first act follows them as they try and find somewhere to have brunch.
Right. Here's to the ladies who brunch.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And then the second act sees them trapped in someone's house as the end of the world happens.
Oh. Okay.
I think. Right. so I was like locked in for the first half.
Yeah.
I was like on board. This is so Sondheim-y. It's like the different vignettes, different restaurants.
Yeah. And
you're following them as they go. And there was like a couple of memorable characters, which I'll say didn't even come from the principal cast. Like the most memorable character was the guy that plays the waiter, butler guy at all of these restaurants. And there was like a couple of songs that I thought were okay.
Okay.
The second act doesn't really have any music at all. And
is that because he died?
I'm not sure. I kind of feels that way.
I think I remember hearing something that he died while writing it.
Yeah. And the second act is just lacking in that regard. And I don't really get what it's trying to say. I really struggled with it. And I think it's one of those things where if I went in having read a synopsis, or it's something that will be really aided by further reading, I think.
Okay, so here we go. It's inspired by 2 films of Louis Buñuel, The Exterminating Angel and The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie.
Yeah, so it's about taking down the elite. And yeah, I really struggled with it. I think if you're a big Sondheim fan, you should definitely go, just purely because it's his last show. But I don't think casual theatre goers will get it at all, to be honest with you.
Really? I'm trying to see whether he finished writing it.
And it didn't go down overly well when it had its Broadway debut. I don't think. Yeah, interesting one. The cast was quite stacked though. Jesse
from Modern Family.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson from Modern Family. Martha Plimpton, who is a Goonie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and a guy that was in Bond, and he's the one in Black Mirror who's in the first episode of Black Mirror with the pig. So yeah, interesting cast, and I've gained a hat. And,
the camera died, so we're back.
Yeah, but it's yeah, I'm not one for a casual theatre goer, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
But if you're a big Sondheim fan, I think it's worth checking out purely because it's his final show before he died.
Yeah.
I also saw... What else did I go and see? Saw Joseph on tour. Brilliant.
Oh, yes.
Loved that very much. Loved me some Joseph. And Fernandez Gonzalez is going to teach me the choreo for that next time we do an episode with him. So stay tuned.
Me and you watched Clueless together.
We did, and we
had spoken about that?
Right good time. I think we spoke about it with Keelan, but that was honestly so much fun.
Yeah, we've not given our review of it. It was really fun. I genuinely, not just because Keelan was in it, I had a smile on my face the whole time.
Biased aside, because of course, like we are like somewhat biased because it's Keelan.
Yeah.
But like, genuinely really good. And
Really good.
I think they should be very proud of themselves.
It's taken big strides from the workshop run in Bromley, but all for the best things, I think. The new songs are great. The choreography is really fun. I know they had struggles with their choreographer during rehearsals, so that was really good to see. The songs are great. My personal favourite was the one song by Elton, I'm the Best.
Yeah, that's good.
That song is done so well.
I personally think it's got to be Reasonable Doubt. I've actually been... That's added to my musicals playlist
That's my favourite song. But
that is also... He sounds so good on that. He sounds brilliant
great
on that. Considering he didn't know it wasn't.
Yeah, it was just recorded during. They recorded the feed through their microphones.
You
during
genuinely
the Broadway run.
wouldn't tell that it was like a brilliant, really, really good.
Hopefully, we get a full cast album of that. I'd like that.
Yeah, I'd like that too. Right, hit me. What have you seen?
So, most recently, I watched We Aren't Kids Anymore.
Right.
The new Drew Gasparini show at the Savoy, which was odd. So, because it's a brand new show and it was kind of like just a showing, necessarily, I guess. The first act was all the songs, and the second act was the composer came out, Drew Gasparini, had a chat with some guests, they sang some more songs. But Drew Gasparini is not for everyone. He's done a few things in the past. He's currently writing the Karate Kid musical. And he wrote music for a few Smash episodes. The music's odd. It's just about his life. And because there was no script, people didn't necessarily understand what was going on for the first 20 minutes because all 5 characters play Drew, but they all also play his mum, his dad, his ex, his agent.
Right.
So at different points, everyone would go, "Hi Drew," blah, 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 and you're like, okay, I have no idea what character they're playing now. And it did get a bit confusing and a bit bizarre. But the songs are good. The story is fine. I think, obviously, it needs script. Like, some songs came out of the blue and we had no connection to these songs. We don't know what's going on in the story.
We're not kids anymore.
We aren't kids anymore, yeah. And it's just about longing for that freedom of being a kid and, that kind of life. It was odd. Like I said, the music's good, so hopefully it can become something eventually. I saw Ivan in his workshop run of Nerds.
How was that? I'm intrigued.
That was
about
good.
That
Was good. So that was part of the MT Fest at the other Palace, and it's about the rivalry between Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Which at first I was a bit tentative because I think it's a weird concept, but they years ago originally had planned a Broadway run with like big names like Lindsay Mendez. That's the only name that's coming to mind right now. But it's like it's a musical parody, and it's very funny. It's very funny. I really enjoyed it. Ivan played a number of roles. He played a security guard, who I believe is called Doug. Might be wrong.
Okay.
He played a nerd in the technology competition. He played a few different roles. The music's good. There's one song called Email to God, which is so Book of Mormon coded.
Oh, really?
It's really great. The voices on that stage are amazing. There's a guy called Dean John Wilson, who was the lead in Death Note and Our Lie in April in the West End. His voice is phenomenal. So good. It's like a once-in-a-generation voice.
Right.
And he played Bill Gates, I think.
Right.
Yeah, Steve Jobs is the Apple one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played Bill Gates. It was really funny. It was really great. It was only like just over an hour because it's still in workshop stages, but I'd love to see like a full-fledged production.
Cool.
I've also seen Muriel's Wedding in Leicester. I watched that twice, which is odd because I never watch shows twice unless they're like a fan favourite of mine. Really good. I loved it. Another movie musical. I went up to Leicester because I've got about 10 friends in it, so it was really nice to see all them. But it was just a blessing that the show is also really good.
Good.
It's really funny. It's very much my humour. It's set in Australia, if you don't know, and it follows this lady called Muriel trying to find her perfect man as all her friends are getting married around her. Yeah. The budget on that show was phenomenal. Like the set design and the stuff they had, like the moving screens and the turntable was really good.
Yeah.
Again, it's got a lot of ABBA in it, but the ABBA is used so well.
Oh, right. Okay.
So well.
That's good.
Because Muriel in the film was a big ABBA fan and she turns to ABBA to make herself feel better.
I swear it's a film.
It is, yeah. It's got Toni Collette.
Yeah, I thought so.
It came out in 1985.
1994.
Oh, 94. That's right. That's 30 years, actually, isn't it? Yeah, it was celebrating 30 years. God. That was really fun. The music's great. The way they use ABBA is really fun. Like, there are 4 people who play the 4 members of ABBA, and they keep, whenever like she's turning to ABBA to help her feel better, they keep like appearing out of nowhere. So there's one bit where she's in her room and her like cupboard doors are wide open. It's full of clothes, and her mum comes in, shuts them, and then as like the song starts, the door comes open, and like ABBA, one of the ABBA ladies is in there in an empty cupboard, closes, both doors open, both ABBA girls are in there, closes, opens, all 4 ABBA members are in the cupboard, and it's done so well. And there's a bit where she like goes shopping for a wedding dress because it makes her feel better, and so she tells all these lies about being engaged and getting married, and then there are like 4 mannequins with wedding dresses on, and suddenly it's the ABBA members in wedding dresses. It's done really well. Yeah. I genuinely had a really great time, and I'd be so surprised if it wasn't to get a transfer somewhere closer to London, because one, it's genuinely really good.
Yeah.
2, I don't think they would put that much budget into everything to do that show for just a month run at the Leicester Curve.
Yeah.
So that was really, really great.
And then after that,
yeah, what else have I seen? I feel like I've seen more. Hold caller. Let me check my photos. What else have I seen? I'm blanking now. We saw Clueless. Oh, that might be it. That might be us caught up. But obviously in musical news, I've had an announcement.
Yes.
As of recording yesterday. So my next project is called Hot Mess. It's from the creative team of 42 Balloons and Babies, and I'm really excited. It's doing a month run at the Edinburgh Fringe. Look at him.
Yeah, sorry. We're just.
Do you realise we're recording?
We're organising a radio shout out now as well. So yeah,
it's doing a month run at the Edinburgh Fringe, and then who knows what the future holds. But I'm really excited because it's a brand new show. I'm originating the part. I play Humanity, and Danielle Steers plays Earth, and it's like a rom-com between Earth and humanity over 200,000 years.
And all we've seen so far, if I'm right, is one photo shoot of you guys.
One photo shoot. There's a little sneak peek video out there somewhere, but there's really not too much to go on because it's brand new. It did a workshop run however long ago. But this is the first official production, the world premiere.
But written by the same guy who did Babies
and 42 Balloons, yeah.
42 Balloons.
42 Balloons.
So what can you tell us? Can you tell us anything so far?
Probably not. No.
Do you know anything so far?
Yeah, I've read the script. I've listened to the music. It's brilliant. I mean, obviously, I went through an audition process for this, so I got to read a bit of the script beforehand, and it's really funny.
Do you know? Are you familiar with your co-star? Because it's just you two.
I knew of her. She Danielle's a big name in our industry, so I knew of her, and I've met her a few times now, and she's really lovely.
Oh, good.
Really lovely. So
did you have to do like chemistry reads and stuff?
She was reading in the final audition, yeah. So it was like opposite her. We had to sing with her. There was like chemistry stuff, yeah, and she's really sweet. She's lovely, so I'm excited to get going with her. And tickets are available now if you're in the Fringe. We're at Pleasance 2, I think it's called.
I've never been to the Fringe. Actually, I tell a lie, I went once, like years and years and years ago, just in passing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to booking this stuff, do I have to go direct to that specific
theatre?
Just type it online. Or
just type it online, Hot Mess Tickets, and it'll come up. Hot Mess Tickets, Edinburgh Fringe, you'll find it. That's how I found it.
Have you done the Fringe before?
Never been to the Fringe, never done the Fringe, so I'm excited. It's going to be like Baby Reindeer. Not hopefully.
Well, fingers crossed.
Not that part. No,
I don't think that. Fingers crossed. Not.
No,
anyway.
I do want to go to that pub. I wonder if that pub was actually filmed there. You know, where he's doing a stand-up.
Oh, does that
no one
exist?
comes. I assume so.
No, but let's find it.
Let's find it.
We'll go at some point.
But yeah, that's about it for me, musical-wise. But actually, the other big thing in the musical world is that the Tony Award nominations came out a couple days ago.
This is true. Right.
And to tell you what, British theatre is being represented with Operation Mincemeat,
indeed,
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah. Let's just get.
There was another one as well.
Up. Here we go.
Let's get the list.
So there were some big names in a lot of the categories as well.
Yeah, there always is.
How the hell do I navigate this?
All categories. Well, we'll start off with the best new musical nominations. There was Death Becomes Her, which I'm really excited about.
Wait.
Oh, you've got them here?
No, I don't. Wait, hang on. Actor, 2025 actor, performance by an actor in a featured role in a musical. Brooks Ashmanax for Smash, Jeb Brown for Dead Outlaw, Danny Burstein for Gypsy.
Danny Burstein. Oh.
Jack Malone for Operation Mincemeat, which I think he won the Olivier for.
He won the Olivier for that, yeah, correct.
Yeah. Taylor French for Floyd Collins. I'll be completely honest with you, I haven't heard of Dead Outlaw.
Get on here.
Or... Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
That's easier.
So, what we were just looking at, best performance by an actor in a feature role in a musical. Yes. So, Brooke Ashmanskas. I haven't heard of this. Jack Malone, obviously British actor, won the Olivier, so I'll be rooting for him.
Yeah.
If we're looking at best performance by an actress in a featured role, Natalie Venetia Belcom for Buena Vista Social Club, Julia Nittell, Dead Outlaw, Gracie Lawrence, Just in Time, Justina Mercado, Real Women Have Curves, and Joy Woods for Gypsy.
Joy Woods, I'll take that.
People would know Joy Woods. She originated the role in The Notebook.
The Notebook musical, that song that went viral, you know...
My Days? Is that what it's called?
What was it called? The one that went viral on TikTok.
Yeah, it's called My Days.
It was something like that, and I'm trying to remember how it went. Clearly really...
My Days.
Something like that.
Well, we all know the song.
Yeah.
Best performance by... Where is it? Oh, it's gone now. Well, best revival of a musical, Floyd Collins, Gypsy, Pirates and Sunset Boulevard. I think Sunset Boulevard will take that. I don't know too much about the Gypsy revival. Obviously, I know...
That's the one with Audra McDonald in.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't hear very good things about the Pirates one. I think that's had quite a lot
That's got Ramin Karimloo, I believe.
And
so
it's got...
all four of these being led by really big names, which is exciting.
Yeah. Best book of a musical, which means like the
script.
The script. Yeah. Buena Vista Social Club, Dead Outlaw, Death Becomes Her, Maybe Happy Ending, and Operation Mincemeat, a new musical.
Operation Mincemeat. I'm so glad they're getting the recognition.
That's such a story for them.
Yeah. Best performance by an actor in a leading role. Here are where the names are, like the actor.
There they are. Yeah.
Darren Criss, Maybe Happy Ending. Andrew Duran, Dead Outlaw. Tom Francis for Sunset Boulevard, Olivier winner for that production as well. Jonathan Groff, Just in Time, obviously a staple of Broadway by now. James Monroe, Iglehart, A Wonderful World, the Louis Armstrong musical, and Jeremy Jordan for Floyd Collins. That's a stacked lineup.
That's stacked. I really like James Monroe Iglehart. He is a huge nerd. He used to run the Marvel-owned podcast.
Really?
I don't know if he used to run it, but he was like a reoccurring host.
Oh, interesting.
He was also in Hamilton, and he was the first genie on Broadway.
He was the genie. I knew that name from somewhere.
Andrew Durand, I'm not as familiar with. I don't know this name.
I recognise his face, but I'd love to see Tom Francis take it. Obviously, British.
We're British.
But also, I don't think Jeremy Jordan's ever won a Tony.
Really?
Which is hilarious.
Is that like the whole Leonardo DiCaprio thing?
I think so. So I could kind of see him taking it this year. Best performance by an actress in a leading role. The two stars of Death Becomes Her, Megan Hilty and Jennifer Samard. Audra McDonald for Gypsy.
And I think they set another record.
So it set a few. We'll get to that in a second. Jasmine Amy Rogers for Boop, the musical, and Nicole Scherzinger for Sunset Boulevard. Obviously, Nicole Scherzinger won the Olivier. But Audra McDonald is already the most decorated performer in Tony history. She has 6 wins, and she is now the highest nominated performer in Tony history. She originally was the top spot, but tied with 10 with 2 other women.
Oh, really? Right.
And she's now on top with 11, which is insane.
Obscene. She is incredible.
She is phenomenal.
Like, just ridiculous.
So who knows? Obviously, the Tony Academy do love Audra McDonald, but I remember seeing funny things going, like Nicole Scherzinger is taking this to Broadway thinking the Tony's hers, and then literally like a week later after the announcement, they announced Audra McDonald and Gypsy, and she was like, ah! But who knows? It's a really stacked category again.
What is Death Becomes Her? Do you know
anything about the movie?
I haven't, no.
So it's a Meryl Streep movie where Meryl Streep wants to.
That's a Robert Zemeckis movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen the poster for the. Right.
It's a good movie.
Madeline is married to Ernest, who was once arch rival Helen's fiancé. After recovering from a mental breakdown, Helen vows to kill Madeline and steal back Ernest. Unfortunately for everyone, the introduction of a magical potion causes things to be a great deal more complicated than a mere murder plot.
Yeah. And it's like in the movie, when I watched the movie with my flatmates, and we were like, how on earth do they do this as a musical? Because the potion they take makes them immortal. It's like they can't die. And so there's moments where they plan on killing the Meryl Streep character. Well, let's be honest, both women plan on killing the other woman. And there's a point in the movie where like they're in Ernest's house and they come down and she shoots Meryl Streep through the stomach. No, Meryl Streep shoots the other lady through the stomach and she like flies back into a pond and she gets up and she's walking around with a massive crater in her chest, like around the back so you can see through her. And there's a bit where they push Meryl Streep down the stairs and her neck is like twisted 3 times and she gets up with like a twisted neck and then it like spins all the way back and puts itself back in. And I've no idea how they do that in the show, but there's some footage online and the technical aspects look phenomenal.
Oh, really? So
like
they're actually doing it with like visual like illusions
trickery,
and
yeah.
trickery and all
but
that
like
stuff.
it must be like prosthetics across her neck to make it look like it's twisted
Yeah.
3 times, but it looks phenomenal. So
Well, that's got
And
all
also-
the lead actors for that were nominated.
Yeah,
and
and
I believe the show was, or the book was. Or
yeah,
something.
best new musical
Yeah.
is up for. There was a rumour for a West End transfer, which would be amazing, and I'd love to see Maz Murray play.
No, really, the Meryl Streep.
The Meryl Streep role.
What? Just constantly doing Meryl
Streep movie
role.
musicals.
What was the best revival ones? Did we go over
Best
that?
revival is Floyd Collins, Sunset Boulevard, Gypsy, and Pirates.
Oh, the Romeo and Juliet with Rachel Zegler's been nominated for best revival.
What else?
Yeah,
What was their best score?
That's cool. Best score. God, I tell you, trying to find these things on the Instagram is best orchestrations. Do you mean?
No, it should be best original score.
I don't think that's a thing.
Best original score. There it is.
All right. Dead Outlaw, Death Becomes a Maybe Happy Ending, Operation Mincemeat, and Real Women Have Curves.
I mean, I don't know too much about most of these, but I'd love to see it go to Operation Mincemeat. I think any category Operation Mincemeat is in.
That would be such a good story for them.
Yeah.
You know,
oh my god.
They started off at the Fringe, worked their way up to the West End.
Yeah.
What was it? The best reviewed show ever, or something.
Something like that.
Won all the Olivier's 2 years ago.
Yes. So not this year. The year before.
The year before, won all of that. That to then go to Broadway and win a couple there. That'd be really good for them.
I'd love to see them do really well over there. I think Sunset Boulevard will take a lot of them.
That would like all the technical stuff, probably.
Yeah, I mean that's what happened here. Every time at the What's on Stage Awards and the Olivier's, anytime Sunset Boulevard was in a technical category, it went straight to them. Like everyone knew.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really exciting, and it's hosted by Cynthia Erivo, is hosting the Olivier's.
Right.
Which will be fun. So we'll get some more nice performances from her. I hope she does like a fun opening number. But we've not had
I don't think she can do a fun opening number. I don't think she's fun enough to do that.
We've not had a good opening number since Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, you're so right. Just get him back.
He was so good.
Get him to do it again.
I used to watch those videos all the time, like him doing Keep It Gay or Bigger is Better and Not Just for Gays anymore.
Not just for
gays anymore.
That's a great one.
So good. But I think in terms of musical, to be honest, there's been a lot of. Yesterday, when my announcement came out, there was a lot of announcements yesterday. Like they announced the new Titanic cast. They announced. There's been loads recently.
Yeah.
Loads. So, head to the What's on Stage website.
Good time to be a
Absolutely.
theatre fan.
Let me get this
But
fiddle.
now, what we are going to do. What was the game that we played?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do like a Who Knows Musicals Best. We're gonna go through the alphabet and go back and forth naming musicals one at a time with each letter, and whoever stutters or can't think of an answer wins.
This is the musical alphabet
Game.
A.
So A.
Avenue Q. B.
Oh, we're not just doing loads of A's?
No, I think A, B.
Oh, okay. Should we do one each for each letter? Or do we keep going?
I say we just go A, B, C.
Okay. We'll start again.
Yeah.
Go on.
A, Avenue Q.
Bessie Blue Eyes.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, come on.
Death Becomes Her.
E, Evita.
Friends, a musical parody.
G. G.
G.
G. Good man, Charlie Brown.
No, it's You're a Good Man, Charlie.
Good Friday.
Oh, I've got one. It's a movie.
Grease.
Yeah. Hamilton.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I am. There'll be a show that starts with I am. Insert name here. I am Wrath. I am.
This is tough.
I don't think there is one for I.
Well, there has to be. I.
Oh, obvious. Into the Woods.
Into the Woods. J. Oh god, I have one for J. Well, there's Jamie, but that's everybody's talking about Jamie. J. This is harder than it looks. Oh, Joe, a Little Women musical. Coming out soon, which I am in.
K, King and I.
Little Women.
G-H-I-J-K-L-M. Marry me. Meet me in St. Louis.
N.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia, there it is. N. Next to normal.
O. Ozark. Onomatopoeia. Oscar.
You're so close. Oh.
Oh, what a beautiful Oklahoma.
There you go. O P. Pirates of Penzance.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P
Skip Q.
Q Queen.
Skip Q. There's one called Queens actually.
Queens. Q A B C D E F G H I J K L M N
R.
O P Q R. Thanks. R. Rock. Follow the rock. Rock you.
Rock.
We will rock you. Rock of Ages.
S. Something rotten.
T. Titanic.
U. Under. Until.
I see you again. Until dawn. Until dawn. Good video game.
U. Yeah.
You. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was going to say Eugenius, but that's an E. Uruguay.
Uzbekistan. Ooh.
You.
I don't think there is any. I've just looked it up and nothing's come up.
Okay, V.
Oh no, there is one for you.
Me?
Recently had a kind of a concert revival thing in America starring Rainn Wilson and Jordan Fisher. You know Dwight from The Office?
Yeah, I do know. I remember it by... You're in Town.
Yeah.
You're in Town.
V. Is Victor Victorious a musical?
I don't know.
I think it is.
TV. W. God, this is really hard.
W. No, it's not.
Wish you well.
We will rock you.
We will rock you.
WX.
Oh, Xanadu.
Y. You and I.
You said it earlier.
You, yucky, you genius. You, York from there. York. You. I don't know. I said it earlier.
Yeah.
You and me. You dream. You and I. You. What are you? Yesterday.
No.
What did I say? You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Y. Z. Zombieland. Zombie Prom, even. God, that was harder than
Now I know my ABCs.
Next time, won't you say it with me? That was a bit of a disaster, really. So I think what we should do is we should do a quick fire musicals trivia.
Okay.
Okay, so take the hot seat.
This is the ultimate musical quiz. First question.
A deal is made to make Washington, D.C. the new nation's capital in the room where it happens, a song in which smash hit Broadway musical?
Hamilton.
One of Broadway's longest running musicals, what Jonathan Larson show was a 4-letter title?
Rent.
Correct. Billing itself as a farm-to-fable musical, the widely popular new Broadway show Shucked is about farmers raising what staple crop?
Corn.
Correct. What lyricist and dead composer has a Broadway theatre named for him? The theatre was named for him in 2010 on the occasion of his 80th birthday.
In the UK.
Broadway theatre.
Gilbert and Sullivan. Or he was 80 in 2010.
Yes.
Hammerstein. Roger San Hammerstein.
Stephen Sondheim. Named for a major Midwestern city, what Named for a major Midwestern city, what long-running Broadway musical features songs such as Mr. Cellophane?
Not the foggiest idea. Atlanta.
With over 10,000 performances, what spooky performance is the longest-running show in Broadway history?
Phantom.
Correct. If you had tickets to the off-Broadway venue, the Public Theatre for a
This quiz likes America, by the way.
I think it's a Broadway quiz.
Oh, right.
What 2004 smash hit teen comedy movie opened as a musical on Broadway in spring 2018? The Hollywood Reporter noted in its review that one character changed from an imperious arbiter of high school hotness to a full-blown arch-villainous.
Mean Girls.
Correct. Born in Sacramento, Adrienne Barbeau became famous for her role in the Broadway musical Grease, playing which character?
Rizzo.
Correct. The 1932 election of FDR over Herbert Hoover serves as the backdrop to what 1977 Broadway musical that sees the orphan protagonist actually meeting Roosevelt during Act 2?
Annie.
Correct! The smash Broadway hit Hamilton is staged in a theatre named for what legendary songwriting partner of Oscar Hammerstein?
Rogers.
Full name?
Richard Rogers.
Correct. Running on Broadway from 2005 to 2017, what musical tells the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons and features...
Jersey Boys.
Correct. All featuring in the new Broadway jukebox musical and Juliet, the songs Stronger, Overprotected and Baby One More Time were all originally performed by which pop star?
Britney Spears.
The Rain in Spain stays mainly in the plane.
It's in Glee. It's in Glee.
Is a famous lyric from which classic Broadway musical by Lerner and Loewe?
Balls. It's not Glee.
No.
It's not Glee. It's Showboat.
My Fair Lady.
Okay.
And that is your time.
I didn't do very well there.
We'll tally up the numbers in post.
And then there we are. Right.
My turn.
Your go.
Go from this one downwards.
Yeah.
I'm in the hot seat. Hi, my name's Tobias Turley. I'm from Somerset. My special topic is Broadway musicals.
Debuting in London's West End in 1986 and on Broadway in 1988, what Andrew Lloyd Webber musical features the songs All I Ask of You and The Night...
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. What 1959 Broadway musical is based on the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale The Princess and the Pea?
Once Upon a Mattress.
Jeez, yeah, well done.
Yes!
After seeing her on Broadway, Walt Disney wanted to cast Julie Andrews... that's easy.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Inspired by Anaïs Morissette's 1995 album of the same name, what Broadway show closed on December 17, 2021 after winning both 2 Tony Awards and the 2021 Grammy?
Jagged Little Pill.
Correct. Although John Williams is known for writing original film scores, he also won an Oscar for adapting the score of the 1971 film version of what Broadway musical that's set in a shtel?
In what?
A shtel. A shtel?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
Oh!
Without a U, it's a tree of the Willow family. With a U in the middle, it's a song sung by Glinda in the Broadway show Wicked. What are the 2 words?
Popular.
And?
Popular.
Well done.
Is it?
Played by Frank Sinatra in a film version, Nathan Detroit is a gambling boss in what classic 1950s
Guys and
Broadway
Dolls.
Correct. A 2012 Adam Shankman movie adaptation of an 80s-themed Broadway musical about an aspiring singer falling in love with a bar employee shares its name with what 1983 Def Leppard song where the titular period is still rolling?
Dunno.
Okay, Rock of Ages. What famous Nebraskan got his start in show business dancing with his sister Adele? After working in vaudeville, they first performed on Broadway in 1917. He later had an extensive film career.
Sinatra.
No, me. It's Fred Astaire.
Oh, I knew it was one of them.
The antics of sailors who have 24 hours offshore.
On the Town.
Yeah. With songs like One and What I Did for Love, what classic 1970s musical centres around Broadway dancers?
Chorus line.
Correct. What 1960 Broadway musical is based on the life and times of American philanthropist and survivor of the 1912 sinking of the Titanic, Margaret Brown?
Repeat?
What 1960 Broadway musical is based on the life and times of American philanthropist and survivor of the 1912 sinking of the Titanic, Margaret Brown?
Titanic?
The unsinkable Molly Brown.
Oh.
Rob, who is a puppet, angrily denies that he is gay by singing the song My Girlfriend Who Lives in Canada.
Avenue Q.
Correct. Elder Price dreams of being... So that's easy.
Orlando.
What is the name of the biographer whose famous American subjects include George Washington, John D. Rockefeller, and Alexander Hamilton, the last of whose biography was adapted into a hit Broadway musical?
Pass.
Ron Chernow.
Oh, I've got that book.
Yeah, it's a good book. What is the minimum number of seats that a venue in the theatre district must have in order to be considered a Broadway theatre rather than off-Broadway?
1,000.
500.
Is it?
Yeah. What Hollywood set 2016 film famously misannounced as the winner?
La La Land.
Yeah. Finally, in 1991, Miss Saigon premiered on Broadway. Miles Davis sadly passed away and MasterCard launched what first online point of sale network?
Repeat?
In 1991, Miss Saigon premiered on Broadway. Miles Davis passed away, and MasterCard launched what first online point of sale network? I don't know what this has to do with theatre, but...
Today Ticks?
Maestro.
Oh. Wow. There you go.
And that was the ultimate Broadway quiz.
Come and join me.
And that was another lovely theatre episode from the Scene Stealers, even if I do say so myself.
Yes. Make sure to join us next week for another very fun episode. Make sure to follow the pod on the Scene Stealers podcast on Instagram. Give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube. And follow myself on toby.turley on Instagram and Tobias_Turley on TikTok.
And I've been Henry Calvert on pretty much everything. And we'll see you next week for more scene stealing.
Bye.
See you then. Bye-bye.